is Cecil B. Moneygetter, host of Money Talks, a new financial news upload that is laser focused on digital finance, cryptocurrencies, robotics, electric vehicles, stocks, the cannabis industry, and much, much more. Tune in and join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern on our Information Meets Execution YouTube channel as we bring you financial news uploads, one trending topic at a time. And don't forget to stay listening, because money talks. Good evening. Today is Wednesday, July 10th, and you're watching Money Talks. Today, in trending news, Mohamed El-Erian says Jerome Powell's shaky inflation speech was caused from nothing more than an audience shift. The testimony of Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell to the Senate Banking Committee on Tuesday was less optimistic about inflation than his previous statements to central bankers, according to Mohamed El-Erian, the chief economic advisor at Allianz. El-Erian took to social media platform X to share his insights on Powell's remarks. He noted that Powell's written statement to the Senate Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs characterized inflationary developments as having shown some modest further progress. This was less reassuring than what Powell had conveyed to other central bankers a week earlier, where he had mentioned the disinflation trend shows signs of resuming. El-Erian suggests that the change in tone could be attributed to different audiences rather than a significant shift in Powell's view. Former U.S. Treasury Secretary Larry Summers recently criticized the Federal Reserve's optimistic stand on inflation, warning that the central bank is underestimating the long-term interest rates necessary to curb inflation. Summers dismissed the recent data indicating a slowdown in inflation as a temporary effect of post-pandemic price normalization. Additionally, during his semi-annual testimony before the Senate Banking Committee, Powell reiterated that a policy rate cut would not be appropriate until the Fed gains greater confidence that inflation is heading sustainably toward 2%. He stressed that reducing policy restraint too soon could stall or even reverse the progress made on inflation. Powell's cautious stance aligns with his previous statements that an unexpected weakening in the labor market could lead to lower interest rates. Up next, in news from Wall Street, Apple to rally around 14%, and a look at the analysts' top 10 forecasts for Wednesday. Top Wall Street analysts changed their outlook on these top names. Let's take a look. Goldman Sachs raised the price target for Tesla from $175 to $248. Goldman Sachs analyst Mark Delaney maintained a neutral rating. Tesla shares rose 3.7% to close at $262.33 on Tuesday. Lifted the price target for Netflix from $707 to $735. KeyBank analyst Justin Patterson maintained an overweight rating. Netflix shares closed at $685.74 on Tuesday. BofA Securities cut the price target for MasterCard Incorporated from $505 to $480. BofA Securities analyst Jason Kupferberg downgraded the stock from a buy to neutral. MasterCard shares fell 0.2% to close at $444.70 on Tuesday. Piper Sandler increased Synopsys Inc. price target from $672 to $687. Piper Sandler analyst Clark Jeffries maintained an overweight rating. Synopsys shares fell 1.2% to close at $607.94 on Tuesday. Needham boosted the price target for Apple Inc. from $220 to $260. Needham analyst Laura Martin maintained a buy rating. Apple shares gained 0.4% to close at $228.68 on Tuesday. TD Cowen increased Meta Platforms Inc. price target from $530 to $600. Get in the comments and let me know what you're thinking and how you feel. Up next, technology news. Tesla head Elon Musk slams the use of hydrogen for cars, terms it a downright waste. Tesla Inc. CEO Elon Musk on Tuesday slammed the use of hydrogen as a fuel source for cars, terming it silly. Hydrogen is silly for cars and only barely sensible for rockets, where payload is 1,000 times more valuable, Musk wrote on X, formerly Twitter. The CEO was responding to an enthusiast who flagged that over 100 scientists, academics, and engineers signed an open letter arguing that Toyota's hydrogen vehicles shouldn't be promoted at the Paris Olympics. Hydrogen vehicles, the expert said, hinder the transition to net zero vehicle emissions. Green hydrogen powered vehicles require 3 times more electricity than battery electric vehicles for equivalent duty. They therefore require 3 times more renewable electricity generating capacity, and they generate 3 times higher well-to-wheel CO2 emissions. Professor David Sieben of the University of Cambridge, one among the many signatories of the letter, said hydrogen used to power road transport is not aligned with the world's net zero goals and ultimately risks distracting and delaying from the real solutions we have available today. The letter said, while arguing that the International Olympic Committee enforced that Toyota switches the official Olympics vehicle from its hydrogen fuel cell vehicle Mirai to a battery electric vehicle. Musk has long expressed skepticism over hydrogen as an efficient fuel source. Fuel cells should be called fuel cells. Such a silly choice for cars. Not great even for a rocket upper stage IMO, but at least not absurd, Musk said as long back as March of 2021. In May of 2022, Musk said that the world would overwhelmingly choose batteries over hydrogen for storing energy and termed the latter the most dumb thing I could possibly imagine for energy storage. Get in the comments and let me know what you think and how you feel.
For self-help shorts and audiobooks, follow us on Instagram at 734 Miscellaneous LLC to continue our journey of growth and success together. I'll see you at the top. Holla.